This just in, the BMW X1 M35i. So this guy is, of course, the M Performance variant. We haven't had one in the US until now, so awesome times. Go team. Woo woo! Quad tailpipes on the back. Of course, M Sport styling all around. More aggressive rear spoiler. I do particularly love this on the back. This particular one is in Storm Bay Metallic. Has red and black interior seats. And nice shifters. I'll take this thing out for a test drive in just a little bit. iDrive 9, which is another major benefit of this. I just did another video on iDrive 9 itself. More aggressive wheels. Again, M Sport grille. Little M touches all around to make this thing really noticeable. Now this particular one, I did make sure I got the driver assistance professional package in, so you guys can actually, see this in action. So I will do that coming forward here. Again, great wheels, aggressive. If you haven't seen the back seats of these as well, open up please. Nice big back seats. If you want, you can fit 3 car seats in the back here. Ask me how I know. And of course, it's gonna be a messy, dirty trunk because we just put this in. Yeah, super messy and dirty, but nice, deep, much more room than the outgoing one, which makes this extremely usable. Actually, about the same size as the X3's trunk space in the back, which is kind of awesome. Massive opening as well, makes this super helpful and usable. If you have not seen my other video about the... Oh, turn off that music so that we don't get any copyright issues in here. Of course, wireless charging. Fantastic. All the good stuff there. Storage underneath. Little M touch on that. Love that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car. Let's get rid of that. And now for my favorite fun part. Let's turn it on and have a listen. Yeah, it's actually pretty quiet. Let's switch into sport mode. Interesting. All right, we'll have to see exactly how that shakes out in the future. Yeah, iDrive 9. Newer displays. Everything's a little more graphic, which I particularly like. Especially loving the kind of iDrive 8.5 setup in the smaller screen. I think it's much more usable. Everything's more easily kind of reached to, which is great. And yeah. Interior camera up here, super easy to use. All the good bits and pieces. Hello me. New phone, so I can actually use this nicer. Yeah. Oh, and my personal favorite, let me swing this guy around here real quick so I can, there we go. New centering red line. Big fan of that little touch. I mean, I know it's small, but yeah, it's nice. And again, nice paddle shifters. You have little tiny grips in the back to make it super nice and easy to use. And yeah, as for steering wheel, these things are nice and beefy. Another benefit of this is, of course, if you are getting the upcoming 2025 Mini Countryman JCW, there's going to be sharing that good stuff in there. A different interior, obviously, but same basic platform. So that's bodes well for the upcoming JCW, making over 313 horsepower, which is awesome. And 295 pound-feet of torque. This thing should go 0-16 about 5.1, I believe, is the claim from BMW. And enough chatting, let's get this thing on the road. Alrighty, getting this thing on the road. This thing feels absolutely amazing. It's very smooth, very, very fluid and like surgy in terms of how it puts the power down. So it's not punchy, but it gets up and it moves really quick. And yeah, I've been waiting for the X1 to have this kind of get up and go. They definitely tuned the transmission to be better than the outgoing or the less powerful one for the standard X1, the 28i, and it's definitely noticeable. If I downshift. It downshifts still not as fast as I think it should, honestly, but it makes sense as to how fast it does it, and it really corners amazingly for being a front-wheel drive based system. So if you didn't know, this thing rides on a transverse front-mounted motor. So it's, well, basically it's based on a front-wheel drive car, but it's all-wheel drive. But you can't tell in how it actually puts the power down. It's really fantastic and surge. So watch, I'm gonna drop right here, and it just surges and it sings at the higher RPMs, which is amazing. And again, I put this thing into a corner and it just grips like it's on absolute rails. It's absolutely amazing in how it feels. And you know, steering is good, responsive. I like it. Off-center feeling is not as tight as some higher performance M cars like the M340 and all the other full-blown M cars that you can get. Obviously, it's not an M3, M2, or anything of the like. But for hyping up and hot hatching this thing, they've done a fantastic job with this. And yeah, so we've got that. Let's do a little bit of actual boost mode. So if you didn't know, right over here, it has the actual boost feature. Pull down this, gives me a boost readout. Super nice. That feels great. But yeah, it's not gonna like blow your mind off. Like for instance, if I'm doing this and I drop my foot down, it kicks down, but it's not like a throw you back in your seat, kick you down thing. It's more of like drop and surge forward. It's very smooth, extremely smooth for this motor and this setup, and I love that about it. Head-up display gives me the same information as the normal X1 does when you get the head-up display for the premium package, and just all in all, this is a really, really, really clean car. One thing I'm going to do here is spin you around and do a little bit of highway jaunt so we can see how the driver assisted professional works in this car in comparison to when you get it in any other cars. It's a little bit cheaper, so it's $1,700, which means it's not going to have as many features. So I won't have highway assistant, which allows me to go hands-free like I've done in some of my other videos on here. So that's going to be a little bit of a difference for this car altogether. But again, 313 horsepower, this thing does move very quickly, and it's super impressive. But yeah, let's take this thing on the highway next and see how it feels there. So here we are on the highway, making our little run down. Highway assist is currently up. Or sorry, not highway assist. Driver assist professional. So this guy works similar to other ones. It has little tiny lights right here to do what it normally does. Let me pull you out a little bit to make this a little bit easier. And yeah, it works the same as expected. I can take my hands off briefly, but it's going to tell me to put my hands on just because this is not highway assistant. There it is. And little tiny lights let me know, yes, you need to hold on. So let's switch to little map mode. So have all that. Still has lane change assist. So this is basically the same system that you get in the i4 as of right now. And 3 Series, 4 Series, 2 Series doesn't have this with manual, but it does have it with, there we go, I'll make a little change over here. Sorry, mentally trailing off there for a moment, but bottom line is it has everything you expect it to have, and not the full systems, just because it's not costing the full systems. By the way, I apologize, I look like crap. I've been sleeping very little just because of my new son. It keeps me up a lot at night. But let me jump in here and show this. God, that's so great. What an easy merge on the highway. What a great, great little engine. God, I love this car. All right, yeah, I have a soft spot for the smaller cars, in case you can't tell. But I also love the new i5, but that's a different story for a different time. But again, let's get back to our highway situation. So again, heading down the highway, all in all things. Now, if I tell this to, let's see, hey BMW. Oh, I didn't turn that on yet. But if I had this going with on its way to back to the dealership, which is where I'm heading now, it does have steering wheel impulse, so it can pulse one side or another to let you know, hey, now's a good time to change lanes when you have active navigation going there. And oh, hello, new thing to download, fun times. But here we go, car's down in front of us, it's doing its fall down perfectly. Alrighty, well, that's it. Our driving impression for the X1 M35i. It's a fun little car, isn't it? Yeah. If you are able to swing this car and you don't want to spend all the money, but you still want a performance car from BMW, this is kind of it. This is a great car. This is going to snipe a lot of people from the X3 M40 for sure. Like it definitely is. This is a very, very capable car. And I'd be really curious to see where people go with this. Anyway, as always, if you found this video helpful, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see any other videos, let me know. I'm not going to make any videos about the new 5 Series, 530, i5, or i5 60 just yet, because I'm going to wait for our premiere night on November 2nd. After that, I'm going to start making the videos for that. And as always, thanks for watching.